Titans are back, bitches! Woo!
If you're a DC Comics fan, a subscriber to DC Universe HBO Max, or just in dire need of content. I hate that word. Please don't use that word. That's what marketing people use to talk about us like we're idiots. And we are, don't get me wrong. Just don't use that word. You might be aware that the DC Comics series Titans has returned for its third season to HBO Max. And since 3's the magic number, I guess, HBO Max has released the first 3 episodes to this brand new season. Titans is a show that I have come around on since its 2018 debut, where it seemed that it's unnecessary. Adult Edge was just more of the same from the people who brought us a murderous Batman who wanted to stab Superman with a spear in a men's restroom. And while it is gratuitous,
fuck Batman,
it feels somewhat more earned or evolved than...
I will fucking kill you.
Probably benefiting from the format of serialized television storytelling. But like its stupid older brother, Titans also suffers from the desire to make big things happen fast. Spoilers ahead for the people who get all up in arms about spoilers. If you want to gradually be reintroduced to the world of the Titans, the Season 3 premiere says,
fuck Batman.
To you too. Within the first 5 minutes of the episode, Jason Todd, the second Robin, is killed by the Joker. An infamous moment in the comics that if you have never heard about, I am actually shocked since Jason Todd death references are becoming as frequent as Wayne's getting killed in crime alleys. Jason stayed in the ground for nearly 2 decades before he was resurrected as the villainous Red Hood in the early 2000s. In Titans, Jason's alleged dirt nap from Birdie to Hoodie Mastermind spans all of 45 combined minutes in the course of the first 2 episodes. Which, sure, fine, whatever. But I don't really buy it based on what we have seen from the character up to this point. Once it's revealed that Red Hood is indeed Jason, the Titans themselves all question Jason's competence at pulling off something like this by himself.
Supervillain wannabe.
It will inevitably turn out that he is being used by some other villain like Scarecrow, but there is something about a show's characters casting doubt on their perceived antagonist that really makes the whole thing lose steam. Not unlike my favorite scene in 2018's Halloween semi-reboot, where a teenager goes in depth about how there are a lot things worse than Michael Myers.
All things considered, there's a lot worse stuff that's happening today, and a couple people getting killed by one guy with a knife is not that big of a deal.
He's right. So why do we need to watch this movie anymore? And I don't want to cover this too much because the show itself isn't all that interested in the topic, but at the end of the premiere episode, a bloodied Bruce Wayne returns to Wayne Manor to tell Dick Grayson that he has avenged Jason Todd and killed the Joker. Another murderous Batman. Oh joy. Clearly the show wants to take both the faceless Joker and Bruce off of the board so that the Titans show can be about, well, Titans. But as my friend Steve pointed out, it's also worth noting that the Season 1 finale of Titans culminated in Dick's worst nightmare, where he had to take down Batman because he killed the Joker and started killing every villain. But here it's treated as, yep, this happened, moving on. The last thing I'll touch on is that Titans continues to feel like an uneven show, or at least one that is almost an entirely different show season to season. Season 1 was your typical Season 1, a show finding its footing and trying to answer the question, but what if, the Teen Titans were real? Season 2, an improvement in my opinion, was a show that retconned the first season by establishing that there was actually a first team of Titans way back when, making our Titans the second Titans.
New Titans? Titans 2.0?
Titans Next Generation.
Not for nothing, I don't think the word Titans was ever actually uttered by any character in all of Season 1. Season 3 is more or less another Batman show without Batman. Characters like Scarecrow, Barbara Gordon, and Tim Drake appear, and the whole thing is set in Gotham City. The lack of central location year to year also makes this series feel a bit unfocused. Now we're in Gotham. Last season we were in San Francisco. And before that we were in Detroit. And don't you think I've forgotten about Dick Grayson making it all the way to detective somehow after he quit being Robin, 'cause I haven't. Am I still gonna watch? Yes. Am I potentially too harsh on live-action adaptations of the comic books I love? Definitely. Would I go easier on an animated series for quick character and story development? Absolutely. Seriously though, go watch Young Justice. You have HBO Max, and it's fantastic.